You're on.
What is
Any
this?
parts?
Because you were talking about sudden cardiac arrest, how it's important that we know the difference between a heart attack and sudden cardiac arrest. So
That's
I go
a
to,
real heart?
well, they're Food City, they're pig hearts.
Okay.
Okay, so when I come in, I like to do this with, she's not kidding, she's like.
You are hardcore.
You had reason to be scared.
You're not gonna need her.
I got in my car and said, what did I get myself?
You're a lucky guy, aren't you?
See, this is why she scares me.
So this is
Very
what,
smart.
because in a very limited amount of time, I have to get this idea across.
This is what you do for fun.
I do. I love this. It is my passion. Because I can and others can't. And so if I do this barehanded, everybody gets creeped out. Last night when we were doing this, we did this really awesome presentation. It was last night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
golly,
Katie,
gee.
yes.
We were out at St. John Vianney with about 40 teens that Katie did the presentation for. But if you show them the heart like this and say, this is your heart, and these are your blood vessels, all right? Look at how tiny they really are. They're not these big old ropes that you think about. How easy would it be for this to get clogged up? Or back in here, or what are these little tiny little hair-like vessels? So I say...
I want to go out and work out right now.
Well, that's it, okay, absolutely.
I'll
If
go
it,
golfing with you.
There you go.
if it gets blocked here, all right, that's the heart attack. And that's what we
Thank
tell
you.
them. So now they have a real good visual of, oh yeah, this is a heart attack. When this gets clogged up, that's the heart attack. And that the sudden cardiac arrest this may cause it, but it's not the same thing. We tell them that, the white here, and some are, and I whip all these things out. Some have more fat. That's
Yeah,
your
that
fat.
pig ate a lot of corn.
Yeah, I know. He was
A
a
lot of
McDonald's.
corn. He was a McDonald's.
He
nut.
is a McDonald's buddy. The more fat you have on the outside, the more fat that you have on the inside, right? So we're in this environment. I gather that with my daughter giving us fair one.
This is Scott Kozak on the
Oh,
phone.
really? He's gonna have to wait. I'll call him.
Okay, tell him, call him.
That was weird. He just mentioned that's Civil Air Patrol.
Oh, wow.
That's the Emergency Services Director of Civil Air Patrol. So here we are in
Get
this.
me involved with them.
Really? Okay. We're in this group of 40 kids.
You got to take that off the.
You can't.
That 40 kids, and I say, how many
It's
of you
in
have,
stone.
diabetes in your family? And half of them raise their hands, because all of them, or 50% at least, were overweight.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
so
Once again, we're in
these.
a bad state.
I'm always trying to get that impact education. You don't want it to. So, we talk about aneurysms and aortas, and we talk about the right side of the heart being smaller than this heart here is. I go.
And,
Imagine when she teaches first aid.
Yeah, I have lots of.
Right.
The
Or-
left side
hard
is
to believe I was a
the right
nurse, and I
side.
didn't like
You
the
look at
ER
the
though. I'm not a
valves,
blood and guts
here's
nurse.
your.
I want them
And I always
cleaned
do,
up
this
first.
kind of stuff, right? Because it's cool. Then if I've got somebody with attention deficit, I start ripping hearts apart. Let me tell you, I have everybody's attention right here. Okay, you don't have to worry about anybody's attention deficit. They are all waiting for something. So here's your heart valve. It goes like this. So we're trying to teach not only.
I hope you wash your
CPR.
hands.
Oh sure.
CPR and anatomy. At the
Yeah,
same time.
absolutely. So, but I just wanted you to get that point, that this is part of what we do here too, is to understand the anatomy of the heart, why you're using the AED, get that bottom line point of how important it is to know
So many
difference.
people haven't, they don't get that.
No,
It's
it's-
amazing how many Americans really lack basic
Right.
basic understanding. And even if they had it in school, and educated people often are just really not very educated about things, and they're always pretty amazed about healthcare things.
Now, the end of this film, they just want 4 questions answered for the day, for everybody to have the same questions. What do you love?
I think we're gonna